Onpassive Africa, united together. As one happy family, we work together and rise together. Onpassive, bringing a new future that will help humanity.
Of what Onpassive is, remains to be seen.
Karma's a bitch.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? I hope that you're all having an awesome MLM Monday. Happy MLM Monday, everyone. Please be sure that after you watch my stream, you go and you check out all of the other anti-MLM creators out there. It is our day to celebrate. The fetishization, I can't say that word to save my soul, of Africa, though, is continuing on. They just released that song. I thought you guys would want to hear a new song for once. We have Cynthia Deering here. I think she got lost and ended up here, but that's okay. Alves is here. I'm glad that I can end your boredom for you, Alves. Chris McNair says, I'm so excited that we can uplift humanity 5 years from now. I'm excited too. Jelly Snack is in it to win it. We have Joke here. I'm just going to call you Joke. Hello, Chelsea. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good MLM Monday, everyone. Joe is here, another day at work, which is good. We want Joe to be well enough to go to work right now. That's really a good thing, Joe. Louisiana is here. Good to see you. In my description, Louisiana has a business link if you want to go and check out. It's just a small little eBay shop. There's some cool things on there. So please go and check it out. It's in the description down below. Hello, April. Good to see you. I hope you're having a great Monday. Sherry is here. Another day of retired life, actual retirement, where you get to do whatever you want, and you do not have to go to this. If you don't want to watch me stream, you don't have to. It doesn't matter either way. Hey, Mark. Can't join live as out for a romantic evening with Mrs. Mark B. We'll catch up later. Have fun. All right, Mark. Well, you have a good night. You make sure that you take her out on the town. Hello, Andy. Good to see you. April, thank you so much for the $5. We are in it to win it for sure. Yes, we are. Oh, no, I'm going to butcher this name. Oh, my. Good evening. I hope you're having a lovely evening. Violet is here. Actual retirement with an actual good state pension, right? Exactly. So today I thought it would be fun if we listened to some Red Redfern. He has updated us twice this past week on what is going on with Onpassive. So I thought it would be interesting to hear from him. The first one that we are going to be watching was released 3 days ago now. And it is Onpassive Weekly Review, April 18th to April 24th by Red Redfern. And he actually calls it by Red Redfern, which makes me laugh. Like, imagine if every single time that I made a video, I was like, by Queen of Karma. It would just be funny. Hello, T2. Written. So let's hear what Red Redfern has to say about what's going on at Onpassive. We have reacted to their big GOOO AFRICAAA. That was an interesting, very long stream, but interesting. And let's hear what Red has to say all the way back a week from now. You know, he's recapping like over a week ago for us.
Hello everyone, how are you? Red Redfern here with your weekly recap for Onpassive of what's been going on from the...
Yay, the weekly recap with Red! Red always does a weekly recap. Scam Africa! I don't know. For some reason I felt like that should be sung in that tune. Don't ask. Don't ask. Dang, was there a new website today and I missed it? Right? Thank you, Louisiana. Hooray, saw Red the other day and he had not shaved. Is he going for a new look? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, maybe he wants to have more hair on his face than he has on his head.
Affiliates point of view looking at Onpassive. And this is for Thursday, the 18th of...
Yes, so all the way back Thursday, the 18th.
April through to Wednesday, the 24th of April. So let's go all the way back then to Thursday, the 18th. What happened on Thursday, the 18th? We had an Onpassive 360, and we were very privileged to have a very special guest, Michael Williams. And he went through Catmo, if you remember. And a recording of this is available in your O-Founders back office under the updates section, or many...
Hello, Taylor. I'm wondering too. As you guys are going to see, especially in the next video, he's a little different.
Of the YouTube channels have got a recording as well. Really was interesting, actually, to listen to Michael talking about Catmo and why it is so important to keep remembering that part of what Onpassive is all about. And he said, you can't...
That's going to give us all seasickness. He's on a boat.
Have the cat without the mo. And that basically means let's not concentrate just on the monetary side of things. Let's look at the process of what I...
Okay, but this is what I mean, though. I don't understand the let's cat before we mow. All right? I don't get it. Because, again, cat. What does cat stand for? It's supposed to be complete, automated... All right. Or if it doesn't mean automated, then it's artificial intelligence, right? They've changed it. And then the T has always been targeted traffic. And the whole point of wanting the cat, okay, which I'm allergic to cats, by the way, so I find this quite funny. I'm as allergic to Catmo as I am to the scammers of Onpassive. And so... what are you supposed to do for the cat? If the point is that it's all automatic, done for you, that's the selling point of that, right? Like, that's the greatness of the cat, if you will. That's what makes it a tiger, okay? You know what I'm saying? So when they say, like, let's concentrate on the cat, I'm over here like, okay, but that means... let's just keep doing what we're doing then, which would be just waiting around. Because what are you supposed to do for automated targeted traffic? Complete automated targeted traffic, by the way. Right? So like I'm like, okay, well, if it's completely automated, then we're good. We don't have to do anything. So you're just supposed to wait around for what? For Ash to release the products that are going to give you the cat? So that's completely out of your control then. Right? And the whole thing about being in like these small businesses, these MLMs and all that, is that it's supposed to be like having a small business and your success is in your control. So I feel like it's like going against that in a way, because you can't do anything. You can't make Ash release all the targeted traffic and allocate the traffic, as they say, right? Like you can't get him to do that. And if you have to wait for all the products to be released before you get your money, oh, honey, we're going to be here for years then. And you're still not going to get a commission. And then are you okay with that? You know what I mean? Like, are you supposed to be okay with that? I don't think you are. I don't think that anyone with a brain would expect another person to be okay with working for free for several years before they get the payout that they were promised. It just seems a little bit bizarre.
To be happened prior to that monetary thing. I recommend to everybody to have a listen to him. It really was an inspiring piece of information that he brought to us on Onpassive 360 last Thursday. Also, later on that day, on Thursday.
Right, Violet? Like, that's what I'm like, so then how are they doing it wrong? Like, isn't it just do what you're doing? Like, you know?
The 18th, we had the notes.
I feel like maybe is it a way to be like, stop talking about the Mo, but then trying to do it in their like toxic positivity way, where they manipulate you and make it sound like, you know, they're empowering you and answering your questions, but really they're just stringing you along and silencing you from speaking out about the fact that you haven't got your Mo, which Mo now just means money.
Put up for 360 in our back office. And then let's move forward to February the 19th, April the 19th. Let's get it right. What happened on April the 19th? We had a 10-day extension to OConnect. Now, if you remember back to when we last saw our CEO, which was the week previously on the Thursday.
I mean, they could put charges on him, but I believe that Red is in the UK. So unless it was something quite serious, I don't think they would waste their time with it, right? But yes, Chris and Marty, and some of the other people that are at the very top that are in the US have a little more to worry about.
He was hopeful that they could get things sorted within that 10-day period, but obviously that hasn't happened. I've been saying for a long time.
Louisiana has gifted 1 Queen of Karma membership. Let me know who gets it, because I might not be able to see it. It might only tell me on YouTube, which I can't look at right now.
That, in my opinion, between the 25th and the 30th of April, we'll see movement. And that 10-day extension takes us up to the 1st of May. So not long now to go, really, is it?
Not long now to go, really, until we reach this alleged last extension. Like Chris says here, it's supposed to be, but I mean, so was the last one. So was the one before. You know, there was never supposed to be an extension to begin with. So this is what I mean, and this is why it drives me crazy when they're like, Ash Mufara has shown us that we can trust him. I'm like, he hasn't done anything that he said he would do when he said he would do it. So I don't I don't know what information you're going on that makes you feel like the past has like told you that you could trust this man to actually do what he says. Because based on what I know about him in the past, he's the last person that I'm going to trust to actually do what he says he'll do. So if he says, oh, it's the last extension. All right. And hey, I used to have hope. When I first started covering this thing, I was like, I don't know, guys. Maybe he'll surprise us and he'll actually do it. I gave that all up. There's no point in it. Every time that I have a little hope, because like I said, this might, best case scenario, all right, the hold that first merchant put on the money, right, which is what we're waiting for to end, which technically it should be all over and done by mid-May, which is why this is going until mid-May now. Even if they took that off hold and then everyone got their commission from that amount, okay, then we face the exact same problem where now we don't have a merchant again, so nobody can buy OConnect, nobody can sell OConnect, nobody can join underneath people, and Onpassive can't pay out again. So I feel like that then we're just back to square one. And that's like best case scenario. You know what I mean? I'm not even certain that they'll get the money from a hold coming off and then he'll be able to just pay out to everyone. I don't know. That's best case scenario that happens in mid-May. But then after that, we're fucked again. So like I don't know if we should really be celebrating it. It would be nice for them to get something. But this isn't exactly going to be the start of this business. This isn't their launch, you know? Like they're making it sound like. Then I'm a little bit upset and worried. You know? I'm literally like worried. Did Wes get it? Oh, that's nice. It was Louisiana Swamp, Wes. Make sure that you say thank you. This slabhead again. That's a good nickname for him. Happy MLM Monday, everyone. And then we got a little bit of a...
Stop going there.
Stop going there. Sorry, I had to scroll up. I had to find it. I heard Ask Mufarter has been arrested and they're coming for Jabba the Hutt next. Yeah, no, he has not been arrested. As Chris and Marty say, they gave us a 10-day extension, but it may not last all 10 days. See, but that makes me think that they think that it's going to come sooner, not later. And I don't think that will be the case. You know? I don't see it. I don't see them getting it before mid-May.
At all. Also, that's when we also saw a new button on Friday the 19th.
Jesus fucking Christ, right? And also, guys, we got a new button. There's a new button. It's fabulously amazing. I'm so excited about the button. Oh, man. To have the mind of a child again and get that excited over a button.
Which was a go live button. This is an instant conference call. If you want to do that without having to set everything up, just click the go live button. It does it there and then, and you can grab the link and send it to anybody and they can join you on that conference call. That was added on the 19th. We also saw 2 new videos added into your ecosystem. If you want to know where these are, it's on your main dashboard to the right hand side. And there was 2 new videos added there. That was on February the 19th. Saturday the 20th then. There was also a page added into the My Links section.
Oh my God.
Of your ecosystem. We are now, or then, on...
Yeah, they updated the website and it was amazing. They added a whole page to the My Links section. It was great. Imagine being like, I really have to go live about how they added a new page to their website. I've never even thought that when I was in an MLM. I don't ever remember wanting to give updates on the website of my MLM. And now that I'm thinking about it, like, I don't think I've ever found anyone else doing this. Like, it's only like Onpassive. Like, I don't even think other tech MLMs or companies care this much about their website. Like even they realize it's just a fucking website. You know, like it's just Onpassive that is like, yeah, so they added a new area to the website. I have to go live and update everybody about it. It's amazing.
Saturday was up to number 67 of my links. These are all the website pages.
Well, I mean, if you can convince them that that's what it is, that would be fabulous. Fabulous content.
Onpassive have made, and if it is there, it is coded to you, and you can share it out to anybody you want. Also, there was
connected to the nuclear bombs.
A repost on X from our CMO, Mohammed Nassal,
right,
about RTE. Now, RTE are the owners and the people who run all of the metro lines in Dubai. And obviously, this was after the big storm they had the week previously, and RTA were handing out goodie bags and food and water to all of their cleanup staff that were cleaning the whole of that network. And guess what? Onpassive Station was shown on that, and that is why our CMO Mohammed Nassal shared
I feel like that's not the part that you should have been concentrating on. It's like our train station's flooded, right? Dubai's has had so much rain, it's actually causing like problems there because they're not used to this amount of rain all in one day. Allegedly, they got a year's worth of rain in one day, and it flooded like a lot of things, okay? So it put some people out and stuff, right? So there was a cleanup crew cleaning up the aftermath, right? After you have a natural disaster like that you got to do a whole cleanup. More specifically, the train station cleanup crew is cleaning up that area. And instead of like caring about them at all, or like how they're doing, like were they okay doing it? Like, is everyone safe afterwards? Did it all work out well? Is the cleanup done? Like, how's the cleanup going? Instead, what Red and everyone concentrates on is they showed us on TV for a couple seconds. Like, and I don't think anyone's going to be watching that and they're going to go, hey, you know, in the midst of this natural disaster here, I think I need to find out what is on the back wall there of this flooded train station. It says Onpassive. What is that? I need to go look that up. Like, that's not a marketing thing. It's just, it's weird.
Posted that video on X. And also,
to be fair, Violet, they might not be allowed to help out. Like, usually they have like a specific team that is like trained in cleaning up stuff like that, right? So they probably have people like that there. So they're not just going to let anyone go in and help clean it up. In their defense, it's just the wrong thing for them to concentrate on in that story. It's just so weird that they're like, yeah, but at least we were put on TV for a couple seconds. And it's like, that's not a marketing thing. Like, that's not going to work how you think it's going to work. Which seems to be what I said, where they literally think people are going to be like, oh, I got to go look them up now. And then end up on the website and then join. And it's like, that's not how that would work. You know, no one does that. Hello, Agent Shellbot. I'll apply for a kitchen job at Ash's favorite swanky restaurant just to give his salad a dandruff garnish. Yeah, you'll pull a waiting on them. Chris and Marty show up to the metro station with buckets to empty out the water. Marty just floats away in the chair. Hello, Mr. Level. Good to see you. I hope you're having a good MLM Monday.
There was a video about how to do trims as far as Onpassive was concerned. Really good video. It was posted out by Onpassive. That was on Saturday. Sunday, the 21st of April, was pretty quiet day as far as Onpassive was concerned. Nothing went on there. But Monday,
Why does he like it? Whenever he does these updates, why doesn't he just concentrate on the days where something happened? We don't need the entire week told to us. That drives me a bit nuts when he's like, and then on Tuesday, nothing happened. Nothing happened with Onpassive. And then on Wednesday, nothing happened either. So nothing happened until Thursday. And then he gives an update on what happened. And it's like, we just didn't need all that. You could have just been like, so these are the days that something happened this past week. And then just told us what actually fucking happened. Jesus. Thank you. I am having a fantastic day. I've gotten all kinds of things done. I'm spring cleaning. It's been great.
Media have released a new video, which was the March in review from Media. Quite long, actually, 12-13 minutes long. And it went into depth and detail exactly what was going on as far as Media is concerned, headed up by our very own Dr. Susan, and what they had been.
You guys do webinars for like 7 hours about nothing. But then a 12-minute informational video about Media, which is something that you're supposed to be promoting, by the way, is too long for you? Like, all right.
Been accomplishing through the month of March. That is officially on their Media YouTube channel. You can go and view that there if you want to.
Let me know if you guys want to just cover that one day. It's fun.
Also on Monday, we saw our CEO live on Marty and Chris's regular 10 a.m. Eastern time slot. Great.
Yeah, because he didn't show up for 2 weeks in a row like he was supposed to. Right? He didn't show up on the Wednesday, and then he was supposed to show up on the Thursday, and he didn't show up. So he came on the Monday. They seem to have forgotten all that part. Just say it.
To see him. Basically, he was there just bringing us up to date. And notes of this have been posted on Monday the 22nd in your Founders back office under updates section. We also saw a new pop-up in our ecosystem as well on Monday the 22nd. And this was to do with an upcoming webinar on Thursday, the 25th of April, which is titled GOOO AFRICAAA, where our CEO and
I love how he made sure to include that there was only there wasn't only the one O in Go, and there wasn't only the one A at the end of Africa. Like he's like, Go Africa.
Other members of the Onpassive corporate will be in attendance. The link for that was put up in your ecosystem under the pop-up. Tuesday 23rd then we had an upgrade on your Android devices for your ecosystem, your OES app. If you are on Android, you should be looking at version 1.0.4.9 now.
Version 1.0.4.9. Imagine that you have to like keep track of that. Here's the thing, if it is SaaS and all this crap, right? Machine learning, AI, blah, 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 do it all for you and stuff. Why doesn't it just automatically update? Or how come they don't get like a notification that's like, hey, update your app? You know what I mean? They shouldn't have to be told that in a webinar.
How do you check? Open up that app. Have a look, top left-hand corner, there's 3 lines. Click on that lines and you'll see the word Onpassive. To the side of that, you'll see V and the numbers. So you're looking for 1.0.4.9. If you
don't know anything about your phone technology, which a lot of people in this thing don't, that would probably be very annoying.
Not on that version, then you need to update that through the update.
Oh my God, why doesn't it automatically update? This is so annoying.
Update section of your Google device.
And like this thing's been updating every like couple months now. It seems. At least they have an update. So do they have to go and re-download the OES all over again? That's annoying.
Wednesday the 24th then we saw a brand new website, and this was very much blues, blacks, yellows as well, and all about how AI can help your business.
Hope they
And
get better,
obviously,
Violet.
a slide from left to right of all of the Onpassive products that we have in our ecosystem at the moment. Go and check that out at onpassive.com.
That's always been there, Red. That wasn't even an update.
Also, Omedia released an AI for video editing and production. This, I thought, was an amazing video. Why? Because there's many of us, isn't it, who want to do videos, we're not sure how to edit them, and it gave you a really good insight of what to look out for and how the procedure you need to go through to do videos and how to edit them afterwards. You'll find that out on omedia.ea or on.
Okay, but are you using Omedia stuff in order to edit it? Like, how does that work? Because Omedia isn't really a product right now, is it? I thought it was just an area on the website that you guys, like, post all of your media stuff. Like, when Dr. Susan and Muhammad Kamal go to, like, these events, right? That's where they get posted. That's basically all it's been. So I'm a little confused. We're going to have to check that out.
On Omedia through Facebook, the official page. Also, on Wednesday, the 24th, we had another new link added to the My Links section. This was
Oh my God, another new link added to the My Links section. It's fantastic. So much going on at Onpassive.
This is number 68, and that is for last week's.
68 fucking links. Yeah. That's why they needed another page.
Web page. That's all from me for 1 week in review from the affiliate's point of view. My name's Red Redfern, and it's been a pleasure bringing you up to date.
Oh, awesome. That was an interesting outro.
Bye for now.
I felt like he gave us he gave us a little bit of Mike Ellis there, you know?
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Or even Ash.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
So, yeah, that was interesting, Red. He got right to the point with that one. He almost does better at doing those reviews when he does it in a video style instead of when he does it, like, live. So now we're going to watch #Onpassive updates with Red. And this was from a couple days ago now. It's on a boat. He's so shiny. Why is he so shiny?
Okay, hello everybody. How are you? Good to be here once again. And today is Saturday, the 27th of April. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Freezing here in the UK. 9 degrees centigrade. That's all we have today, and it's raining. Not good for
He looks like a homeless version of Professor X from X-Men.
nearly May. Talking
Let's hope
of
that they
nearly
leave
May,
the homeless people alone, okay? Because listen, they've been talking about that again quite often. They're bringing back, we're going to save the homeless. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Please don't sign them up for this scam. You know? He needs to tidy the shelves behind him. He does.
You've probably noticed that OConnect and OTracker both run out on the last day of April, 30th. 1st of May is the date that both of those are ready for renewals or extensions. Do I think we will be getting an extension on OConnect? We'll wait to see. If we do,
why wouldn't you, Red?
I can't see it being 10 days. It will be a lot less than that. But going off what our CEO was saying on GOOO AFRICAAA, he sounded very confident that things would be happening by the end of April, beginning of May. And obviously, that's kind of where I thought we would be as well. If you remember, I've been saying between the 25th and the 30th of April for.
He said mid-May though. Mid-May.
A fair long time now, and I sincerely hope that.
So, like, are you expecting to pay again on the 1st, Red? And would you pay again for O Connect on the 1st? GOOO AFRICAAA was a mess. It really was peaceful. It was fucking disaster.
I am pretty close to that mark, so we'll wait to see. As far as Onpassive news is concerned.
Oh my goodness. What would we do if we didn't have Red to give us the Onpassive news? Oh, that's right. Everybody in this thing pretty much has a fucking YouTube channel and comes out here to do updates and news.
Obviously,
it was a mess, and they've spent the rest of the week gushing over it. Dude, they're still gushing over it. I'm like, it's over with. It's over with. Stop it. They like released a song. I played it at the beginning of this stream. If you missed it, you can always go back. I was like, why? Why are you releasing a song after it was over too? Like, they didn't play it or anything, so I don't know. I don't know what that was about. Like, at this point, they just like to release songs, which is totally fine. So do I. Go off. But come on now. The GOOO AFRICAAA song, my guess is it's going to be another very passive week in Onpassive this week. I think so too, because I don't think anything's happening until at least, based on what Ash was saying, like the 10th of the month at the earliest of May. I don't know where Red got the end of April from. That hasn't been said at all.
A new pop-up, if you haven't seen that already, that has been posted into your OES ecosystem, and that is the recording of the GOOO AFRICAAA.
Imagine I watched it twice because I watched it while it was going on, okay, and then I watched it again, and it was brutal. It was brutal. Like, why would you go back and watch it again, though? Like, I covered it. That's why I did. If you're just hanging out in your house, don't waste your time on that.
And that is out on Comfort's channel and Collins Manners' channel.
I don't know if he would make thousands, but, like, he's making enough that it's keeping him going, right? What could possibly happen? More O Connect features, right? They've added a new button, Jelly. Maybe there's one more button added. At this point, I think they have to say any minute now or this week, pretty much no matter what. Next week is already pushing it, right? Red does have YouTube membership, so maybe he would make hundreds in there. I'm sure he has a lot of them, you know?
Just click the link in the pop-up of your ecosystem, and that will take you to the recording of that. If you were unable to get on it live, you can go and view that recording there. As far as other information is concerned, for today, Saturday the 27th,
they did it in a way, too, so that Ash gave, like, a little bit of an update, and then a bunch of other people came and spoke, right? And then Ash gave a little bit more of an update, and then a bunch of other people came and spoke. But I'm sure that they're already releasing, like, just Ash Mufara on the GOOO AFRICAAA clips, because they tend to do that. They, praise the man after he shows up for one of these. Like he's an actual god.
I haven't seen anything else.
Hello, Auntie Scamantha. Good to see you. Red has to be doing other MLMs by now, surely. I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, he does put most of his time into Onpassive.
As far as that is concerned, One thing I do want to touch on is from Mohammed Masad, who brought the news on GOOO AFRICAAA about how they're in the development stages of being able to produce something that will reduce people's data on the African continent by 25%. Now, that is a huge, big deal. Why? Because generally speaking, on the African continent, people buy data rather than have phone contracts like we do here in the UK and probably Europe.
Jesus Christ, Red. He said that they did do that. It's already done. Look, Red's not even listening to it. They want to continue to do it, but they said that they have done this with the new update that people are updating on their phone. You know, the one that you told them to update with? That one? They've done that. Help says, I figured they were releasing the Ash-only clips because even though no one wants to hear the weird randos talking. See, that's the thing, is that they do anyway, right? I don't know if they have, but they probably are. They usually do. Red can't find another MLM that pays better than Ash. Hello, Scam Chan. Good to see you. King's here. I wonder how that data reduction magic is going to work. So it is only for O Connect. Right now, yes. Right now, it's only really for O Connect. Data reduction of sending out 2-frame updates per minute. Yeah, so they've apparently brought down the O Connect data by 25%. So they've already done it, and the way that Red's talking, he's talking like they're going to be doing it. But that was their announcement, is that was what the new update was.
As well, you will buy a subscription package for an amount of data, either unlimited or so many gigabytes, etc. But on the continent, most people do it as a kind of pay and go scenario. So they'll buy 100 gigs for an amount of money.
Yeah, do you know why that is, Red? Why is that?
That gets used up, then they top it up, etc. And that is the norm over on the African continent, and also many other parts of the countries. In India, for instance, and Bangladesh certainly are use data in that way. Now, if Onpassive comes along with something, whether it be a product, whether it be a physical piece of device or whatever it may be.
They were spending a lot of money on the data during the O Connect streams, but it's like, okay, do you know what would also help this? If they kept their streams to like an hour, 2 hours long, right? And then made sure to only discuss the most important things and only stream when they actually had things to announce to people. But you know, they won't think of that way to solve this problem.
That will reduce people's data usage.
Yeah, actually, there's a new Bill Must and John White video all about the data centers. I think we're going to go through it this week because it's pretty funny. Because they're supposed to have their own data centers, right? So why are we doing that, huh? Huh?
By 25%. This is a big, big deal. Colonel Daniel Lee, thank you so much for your super sticker, sir. That's very kind. That means that is going to be an extremely
serial colonel, because that would suck. You know, people that are in like the military and the army and stuff like that, they are also preyed upon by MLMs like fucking crazy. Blue Fern is a much more interesting name. I want that name. You can't retain people in your scam without constant drip feed of hype. It's true. Especially when you're not paying out anything, right? It's like, what are they going to be excited about? You're not giving them any new products, so they can't be excited over that, right? So we got to get excited over new buttons in the website. As someone I know works in the IT industry and have done some white hat hacking as part of that for the last 10 years, more checks to follow. Okay. They're dealing in hope, nothing more. See, that's the thing. MLMs only sell the American dream anyway. Usually a diluted version of it. Right? And that's all that they're really selling here. Like you say, the hope. The hope of making lots of money. And having financial freedom.
Effective thing for people to have. 25%, is it a lot? No, it's not a lot, but it will certainly make a big difference to those. For instance, let's say you have 100 gigabytes of data that you pay for. If you are getting 25% more, that means that you have got 120.
Has Red exhausted all the colors of the new websites? Right? He was so excited that there was purple on it. I've never seen him more freaking excited. He was like, they put purple on it. He was very excited. Without saying too much, I have found a couple of things in their setup. There's personal data readily available with some small hacks. Yes, there is. Is Onpassive going to gainfully employ, and if those college grads who are unable to find works? Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of the ones that they train in Academy. They seem to think that their Academy is going to fucking replace college. And then they've also made some statements now that Oblast is going to be like a school. And I'm like, what would you learn at Oblast school? That's weird. Yeah, don't put in any of your real information. Ever. I always say that. I say don't trust the website at all. Don't do that. Do not do that. It is not good. It is very easily accessible. It is not safe. They do not have privacy protection properly. Okay? And then they're also breaking the law, and they have cookies, and they don't tell you.
25 gigabytes of data to use for the same as what you are paying.
A divinity degree from Oblast Academy. Maybe I can become an exorcist like Bob Larson. Sherry does preach about how secure it is. She has no clue what she's talking about. At all. At all. It's not secure at all. That's why I say that over and over and over again. You know? I've said it so many times. It's not secure. I don't trust it. Don't give them your information. The KYC that they want to make, the O-Verify, just like horrifies me. I don't want that to be a thing. Like, that's really scary. I wouldn't hook my bank account to their O-Wallet or even put a credit card number in. All right? Like, it's not secure at all. And it has been hacked in the past. And this is what I mean. They don't seem to have learned. Let's just say that. They don't seem to have learned much about how to actually have this all secure.
Already.
And they say things are encrypted, by the way, and it's not. It's very easy, so just don't do it.
It is a big deal because it means that that person is actually going to be saving an awful lot of money because they'll be able
Andy, neither one of them have passed away. Let's not joke about that.
to either use more data or reduce the amount that they are
Right,
paying.
Scam Chan, but for some reason they seem to think that he's being more transparent. You know? It's crazy to me how when they were talking payments, people's banks were flagging the transactions like crazy and people still wanted Onpassive to take their money, right? It's like, listen, if that's going on, there's a good reason for it. All right? The bank doesn't mind you spending your money. That usually just means more money's going through them anyway. Then they make more money. So they don't care. They're not going to stop you. Okay? And then they act like the banks were like in some kind of conspiracy theory to stop Ash from being able to make all this money. And I'm like, no. That just sounds ridiculous. That sounds as ridiculous as the earth is fucking flat, okay? That's not a thing. All of those banks giving you warnings, that should have been your big, huge red flag. But it's like there's a disconnect that happens. And it's almost like when you're in something like this for so long and you get so brainwashed like a lot of the main people in this thing are, it's almost like they talk themselves into it eventually. So they'll say something like, oh, don't be so judgy about it. You know, maybe you're just judging it. Maybe the bank's just flagging it because it's brand new. Maybe it's just brand new, right? Maybe Onpassive is a brand new company. Ash is a brand new big CEO. And this is all brand new products and stuff. So maybe the bank was just flagging it because of that. But I trust that this is something good and that Ash would never scam me. So I know that this is an okay thing. And they'll like talk themselves into it more. Because they just get so used to like when they go to ask a question and they get turned down and they get told don't be negative or don't think negatively about that. Just think positively. After a while of that, you know, it works. That's why cults and scams are still around, unfortunately, because people are not educated enough about that type of manipulation. Even like narcissism, people need to get more educated about and stuff, right? So they end up like indoctrinating themselves. So it's like, even though in any other situation, if that happened, that same person would decide it's a scam, it's like the extra stuff that they're doing over here that makes Onpassive a cult. You know, and not just a commercial cult, but a cult of personality. And this is why I say that too. It's because it's like, if it wasn't just them praising Ash and having all of this hope that in future sometime Ash is going to do what he said he was going to do for them, then most of them would have left already. Because of these extra things that have popped up. Or these extra problems. Like with the merchant and not getting paid. Anywhere else, like in their jobs, if they didn't get paid for even 1 month, let's say, right? For some people, it might only be 1 month. That would be enough for them to like quit and go find another job. But then when it comes to this, they'll sit around and wait and get strung along for years. Right? So it's kind of what makes it not just an MLM, not just a pyramid scheme, but that one step further into being a cult. It's like Ash can fucking do anything. And anything to them. And they'll still be like, he's the greatest guy in the world. He's going to save humanity. We just need to keep waiting. Right? It's crazy. But that's what happens when you're indoctrinated or brainwashed into a cult like this. And some people don't take it seriously. And they're like, oh, it's not really a cult. Like, you're online. You just turn off your computer and boom, out of the cult. But like I said, you indoctrinate yourself when it comes to something like this. And you want to follow along someone like this, you know. And there is online, even religious cults. I mean, look at Love Is One, right? I wish that we lived in a time where it was that easy, where you could just be like, yeah, no, people don't manipulate people over the internet ever. Because you can just turn off your computer and then detach and go touch grass and everything's great, but that's not the truth. That's not how it is. That is not how it is. All right, we're about halfway through this, so we're going to take a commercial break because I know you guys love the commercial break, and then we'll continue.
Today's video is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's the title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuck boy. No one fucks with my hose. The lizard hose is about $30. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Now, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Wait, do you have a condom? You don't have one somewhere? Yes. Oi, excuse me there, sir. Do you have these directions? Sure, you just go down that way and make a turn. Don't let her know that your dinger is almost a no-go. Get Tiny Dinger condoms to you discreetly. It's very important to choose the right size, so make sure that you get your tiny size. Don't be caught without a condom. No. Get Tiny Dinger condoms, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. Located at your local CVS, pharmacy, Rexall, Shopper, Drug Smart, Walmart, and in your favorite streamer's nightstand. get it. You're into feet, and not many girls are also into feet, but you finally found your dream woman. We got your souls covered now. Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Dinger Condoms, trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand, and the same people who brought to you Sexual Endorphin Spray, trademarked. We have now created the Foot Fetish Fantasia Spray. When you're rubbing on her toes, take a deep breath in and smell the sweet aromas of the toilet bowl, the tire shop, dead flowers, and your nana's perfume. After all, it will turn you on more than just her pinky toe will. This little piggy has been to the market and grabbed themselves a bottle of the Foot Fetish Fantasia Spray, trademarked. It made it so much easier to wake to my ex-girlfriend's feet after she posted up her beach trip vacay photos. Grab your bottle now and make that nasty foot fragrance vanish just like a ghost. Located at CVS Pharmacy, Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Kmart, Chaz R Us, and in your favorite foot fetishist nightstand. Are you getting upset with people's freedom of speech and consumer protection laws that allow the public to speak out about your scam? Are you giving YouTube creators false strikes in order to continue preying on vulnerable people? Is it getting hard to hold it in? Hold in all the bullshit? Well, introducing Tiny Digger Diapers, the adult diaper designed for the man baby deep down inside who's always on the way to the top where his ears will pop. With our FlexiFit technology, Tiny Digger Diapers moves with you whenever you sit on your chair, sit in your RV, sit on a boat, or sit in your home office paid for by the people you scam. The Secure Lock Core offers unmatched absorption for when you're full of shit, which is most likely all the time. These diapers keep you dry and comfortable so you can attend all 500 hours of webinars this week and not miss your chance to sign up a homeless man to your scam. Maybe he also needs the diapers, huh? Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger Condoms and Fantasia Foot Spray. Buy Tiny Digger Diapers today. Located at Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Target, your local CVS pharmacy, and in your favorite con artist nightstand. No matter where your day takes you from webinar to webinar, you will always be dry and you won't have to cry. Thank you for listening to a message from today's sponsor.
Yes, thank you. Now back to Red Redfern talking to us about what is going on with Onpassive and allegedly the GOOO AFRICAAA. Stock up on Tiny Dinger diapers today.
For instance, if they are on a contract that is 50 or 100 and there's nothing in between, but they're only using at the moment, we'll say 70 gigabytes of data, then they will be able to use that lower cost of 50 and get, roughly speaking, the same amount of use.
Yeah, and then what, just use it for one Onpassive webinar? Like, imagine all the different cards you'd have to buy for all the Onpassive webinars. That'd be insane.
Usage out of their normal surfing environment rather than having to pay for 100.
Like, that's when it's costing you money. Right? So, like, for those people, it's costing them money to pay for these data cards just to watch the Onpassive webinars. And then they're also expecting them to watch, like, their update videos, too, on top of that. So that also uses up data, right? Like, I'm sure Red thinks that they watch his video, like this one right here. You know? So imagine, like, going and using all that data, all of that data for one webinar, and then having to go get another card to, like, go watch a few videos. And then you go get another card for the next fucking, you know what I mean? Like, that's insane. And now at this point, for those people, they're spending money every single day to be a part of Onpassive, and they're getting nothing in return for it other than going to these webinars, watching content, you know? I would be so pissed if I bought data to attend that Africa webinar, right? Right? Do you think it costs less data to stream YouTube? It would cost probably less than an O-Connect live webinar, but it's still pretty pricey to watch YouTube on data. So, like, this is what I mean. So even if they don't go to the webinars on OConnect and then they're expected to watch it on YouTube, they're still having to buy these data cards to be a part of Onpassive then, right? I mean, you could argue, yeah, they'd buy them to have the internet anyway, but they're going through them like crazy because they are attending these webinars. And then on top of that, watching this fucking content. You know what I mean? And that's not fair to do to them because you guys do like these fucking updates every day. So are they supposed to like go watch Marty and Chris every day on a data card? You know what I mean? Like, no. No, why would they do that? In that case, I would just wait for when they do this GOOO AFRICAAA stream. And then even that was useless, but I mean, that's the only thing that maybe would be worth paying for. It's when they address them directly, which they didn't even really do in that stream, but they were supposed to. Then Ash and his word salad 5-hour webinars really cost money. Yeah, exactly. And like, imagine paying money to watch that. If they have a plan that allows that type of data to reduce the streams. Yeah, you could do that. It is a waste of their money. So, especially when they're not getting anything in return for their time and effort. I mean, at least if you do another MLM, you can make a whole $50 a month. Yeah, you can. You could be like, woo, $54 a month. Yeah. But that's better than $0 a month for 6 years and having to pay for webinars.
Good. So very excited to hear what that is. Whether that ties in with what he was talking about before Christmas, if you remember, where there's a big team.
Chris says it's really a waste when all they are told is it's coming soon, right? Like that was the only update, was that they had reduced the data by 25% and they were working on trying to make it even better in future. Like they were going to continue working on that. So basically just so that they could tell these people that they were continuously working on something, because the translation thing seemed to have disappeared, you know? That's all it was to me. And then they're told, and you know, stuff might start happening mid-May. That was it. See how I just told you about that in like 2 minutes? Like they didn't need that whole webinar for that, but they'll do it. 5 hours.
Of individuals working on a new project that he talked about, that he has brought to Onpassive. Remains to be seen. But for me, I thought it was a very big piece of information that came out.
So it remains to be seen what it is and what it will bring to Onpassive. But it's very exciting new information, and you can't wait for whatever Ash has. I mean, I hope that they're working on the Verify like they've claimed that they're going to, because that's the other thing, is I don't know if people get paid until that's done. Right?
Out of GOOO AFRICAAA. Obviously, the other bits of information of Ash saying that the game plan is to clear out all of those pending withdrawals that are in situ at the moment. Prior to doing anything else. That is number one priority as far as Onpassive is concerned.
Okay, so saying that, Red, right? Do you think that that's going to get done? This was only released like 2 days ago. So do you think that that was going to get done by the end of the month? So obviously, like, they're going to have to extend the OConnect again. This is why I didn't understand why you were all like, oh, I don't know if they're going to extend the OConnect again. I'm like, yeah, they're going to have to. Because apparently they're doing that until they pay you guys, and they're not going to be able to pay you yet. So, I mean, even I knew that. Why did you act like you weren't sure? And then you turn around later on in this and you go, oh, well, you know, they're... Hopefully they're going to be able to pay us, but, you know, there's not going to be a payout by the end of the month. Clear out doesn't mean payout, right?
To clear out those pending withdrawals. Now, as we've been saying,
He just deletes them all out of the system. He's like, there, I cleared them out. You know? They need to start giving 30-day extensions and tell them that it could be less than 30 days. Honestly, it makes more sense than these stupid 10-day extensions. Oh, like 3 times a month, 4 times a month. Like, it's getting a bit ridiculous. All your data doesn't belong to Onpassive.
For a very long time, things have to be done in stages. Why? Because of the plan of what Onpassive is, and it goes back to exactly what that plan has always been.
So then, oh my God, so then why hasn't there been this plan the whole time and this order the whole time? And why has nothing happened until just this last year? That sounds so dumb. We've always had a plan this way, that things were going to happen in stages, and these are the stages. Things are just happening in order based on the stages things are supposed to happen in. You had no plan. That's like the whole problem here, and it becomes more and more apparent the farther we go. All right? And the more that's expected of you, because allegedly you've been doing stuff this whole time, but then you have nothing to show for it. When the time came to be like, all right, release products, let's go. The SEC came knocking. Then you were like, oh my God, what are we going to do? And everything's been a scramble, and it's been a disaster. So no, it hasn't always been the plan. The plan used to be that there was no plan. All right. Have you all seen screenshots of how many O-coin these top people have, or how much on average withdrawal is? No. Average withdrawal, $25 easily. Probably.
The majority of people, they do not want people to go out of pocket once they have activated their accounts.
But that's the thing, is that, okay, so get this. All right, you get your commissions. It's 100% commission because it's based off of the first O-Connect purchase. All right, you're supposed to get 100% of your commission back when you buy it the first time. Okay, and then you're going to immediately be expected to pay out for O-Connect again. So then you're just going to turn around and put it right back into Onpassive. So it's not even like when these people get this money when it's released to them that they'll get to go put it on groceries or like pay bills with it or put it towards rent, even if it is a large amount. Which it's not going to be. It's going to be $143 US, which is what they paid for the O-Connect, which may be a large amount to some people, you know, with the exchange rate, but it's still just going to have to turn around and go right back into O-Connect again. So it's not money that's withdrawable even, you know, and that's the other thing. How are we withdrawing them, right? Louisiana says, I know they have no idea what's being done with their data. Ash's word on that is it. And what is that worth? Exactly. Nothing. Not to me anyway. Not to most people here. Wasn't the merchant going to take a cut of their payout, like $5 to $10 per transaction? Yeah, it was something along those lines as well. I think they had to pay extra, though. It was a percentage, if I remember correctly. I know I covered it back when it was their merchant. And it was like a percentage of what they would have to pay. And allegedly, Onpassive gave them some money too, according to Ash. He stated that a couple times, so I don't know. Onpassive wants fees on withdrawals. There just usually is fees because they suck at picking merchants. Most have no downline. They are the downline. Exactly. They don't realize that. In the wallet, you have a section to pay for the products and another section where it can be transferred to their bank. Exactly, but there's no way to connect your bank right now to the O wallet. So even though that exists in their O wallet, then there's no way to get it from that section of the O wallet into your bank account. Right now, with a lot of banks, if you try to connect your account to them, they won't let you. It comes up as a red flag. You can't eat an O Connect. No, you can't. They were telling them that they would not want to withdraw until it got to a certain amount. Yeah, exactly. Hint, hint. There's no fee if you never withdraw. Probably.
Want it to come out
They,
of.
they can't withdraw it anyway. So, like, whatever. But even if they could, they are going to then get a bill for the next O Connect. And remember, they can't make money off selling it unless they buy it. And all that's going to be on their minds at that time is, oh my God, I have to buy it so that I can sell it and then make the money for the next payment. Which is why it's like, you're going to have to pay at least 2 or 3 times for this thing.
Commissions from the sale of products and services of Onpassive. So if you are a person that has already activated your account by purchasing O Connect, they do not want you to have to pay out of pocket once again. They want it to come out of the commissions.
Again, see, they want it to come out of the commissions. So this is what I mean. You're going to get your commission if this best case scenario, like I said, the merchant takes your money off hold. You're going to get your commission. And then this next O Connect will be coming out of your commission. So now your commission is going right into that. So you're not making money to put into your pocket or even withdraw into your bank until at least the next time. Which, like I said, I don't know how that's going to go because Ash kind of came out here and talked a bunch of smack on this merchant, said he was a criminal, said that he took him to court, said that they ended up losing, but he didn't trust him and blah, blah, blah. So even if Ash wanted to like reuse this merchant, I don't think that they want him. Okay. Like he's had to try to find another one and he hasn't found one yet. Like that still doesn't change that part. So I'm like, okay, so then after that happens and they all pay for O Connect one more time, then how are you going to give them their 25% commission that time? Because remember, then that time it goes down to 25%. So now you're going to have to get like a few people underneath you to even pay for the O Connect. Never mind, like I said, actual like commission where you can withdraw it into your bank account. You know? Ash is still working on those physical credit cards. Yes, and they've brought those up again too now. Where they're talking about how they're going to have a card for the O wallet. So I'm assuming that that's coming back now. Yay. Endless game to dupe people to spend on crappy products. Yep. The value of keeping the product paid for. Priceless. You have to sell 5 O Connects to make enough money to buy your next O Connect. Anything over 5 in a month is profit. $31.25 profit each. Woohoo, I'm rich, right? Right? That's what I mean. And it's not going to be a lot of money that you would be making. And here's my thing that I don't understand. Are you even making profit off of those people? Because don't they also get 100% commission back? So then wouldn't you get 0 when you first sell it to them? See, and this is what I'm saying. I don't understand their payment commission plan here. It doesn't work. Because then they have to wait until the second time their downlines buy it, right? Because the downlines get 100% of their commission back. So that's not going to you then. When you put those 5 O Connects under you, they're all getting 100%, you know? Chilling says, don't get caught up on the details. Listen, when you think about it too much, none of it makes sense because it doesn't work. We will all be financially free. Time freedom too. The webinars, I'm sure, will lessen, right? We won't need updates every day because things will actually be happening, so people will be busy, I hope.
From your business. And that is exactly why the payment of pending withdrawals is so important. This, in my opinion, is why the distribution of the pool of users to the ones that have activated those.
I already complained about that. I won't go into it again. Like I said, they get 100% too. You're not really going to get anything. I don't know. It's all weird. None of it makes sense. But never mind.
Accounts is extremely important. And also, as Ash was saying as well, KYC is an important factor so that we know that every single individual within a user of Onpassive is a real and legitimate person.
Okay, but then can you have multiple accounts? Because here's my question about that now. Is what about people like Gersminder that Ash told me had over 2,000 accounts? Are they all in his name? Or has he been selling them and he's like the only person allowed to sell accounts in the world? I'm just wondering. Because usually a KYC also stops you from having multiple accounts in your name. So that you're not doing like fraud stuff, you know? So what's going to happen with all of that, you know? Scam Chan says, this is just one product. Now imagine it with 50 plus products. I know. And imagine learning it all. Chris says, I assume that when the downline buys it, you get commission since it's all on paper only. Ash could give OConnect to all the founders for free, but then he would not be guaranteed money. I don't know if you get any commission though. Because like I said, the first time they buy it, they also get 100%. Not you. These people bought OConnect and they're getting 100% of their own purchase back to them. So I'm assuming that for the next group that goes underneath them, it'll work in the same way. So then the first group is not going to make commissions until the second payment. And then they'll get 25% commissions. And are they getting paid 25% commissions of their own sale? Because in that case, then it makes no sense for them. You know, like I don't understand. It makes no sense. Now you make commission on your own sale. You know?
All of these need to be tied in. All of these need to be done in a systematic process so that one works off the other, works off the other, works off the other. And in my opinion, these will be done all prior to us having to pay once again for OConnect and or other products that will be there. I cannot envisage us having to pay for anything until those processes have had to be done. We obviously remains to be seen. This is just my opinion.
It's like Sherry says you are getting paid to use the product. Yeah, well, Ash did say that once.
And by the way, this is nothing from corporate, but that's kind of where I think.
So then it's like, okay, then Red, shut the fuck up, you know?
We are going. I have been wrong in the past, by the way, but generally speaking, I am pretty close to the mark. So let's hope.
That's a weird flex. I've been wrong in the past. Like, okay. All of you have, but sure. 100% commissions move upwards the MLM chain. So that I'm saying, then wouldn't Ash be making 100% commissions on this first, like payment of OConnect? So then he doesn't owe anyone money for this? So we're waiting for no reason? You know? Because these people are allegedly getting 100% commissions on their own purchase of OConnect. So that's why I've been confused this whole time. As usual, the leaders have to guess at how all this works since Ash has been clear as mud when he explained it. Exactly. And that's half the problem. Is when he does these fucking, like, let's all get together and I'm doing a corporate webinar, I'm going to tell you what's up. He really does need to, like, write notes and say, these are the important things we need to talk about. And he needs to, like, practice saying it in a way where it makes fucking sense. You know? It is always about Ash. It always comes down to Ash. Ash is the one that's at the top of this thing. So even like when I'm ragging on these guys for not knowing anything, it's still because Ash hasn't explained it to them properly. Obviously, it's his job to ensure everyone understands what's going on here, right? And then it's these guys' job to ensure that they understand before they go spreading it. Right? So they're in the wrong for spreading it when they still don't understand it. But at the end of the day, it's up to Ash to update everyone on what goes on here. And he never does it properly. Never. But Red, also in this, has kind of added in his own info. And that part's on him. Where it's like, hey, when you're adding in your own stuff, or you are guessing and putting things out there, you know, like I said, that's when he just needs to shh. You know? It's okay if Red says that's just my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, he does have to specify it, so at least he does that. You get commission on your own purchase with no downline. No wonder he stopped payments. The money would drain right out. See, this is how it's been explained. This is why everyone's waiting for a commission right now. Because no one's underneath them. So I'm very confused as to how this commission plan works. And I have been. Ever since like we read through the affiliate agreement here. We went through the whole thing. I almost called it the affiliate disagreement because it might as well be. Like we went through it. It doesn't explain it any better in there. Like the way that they explained it in there, it was that you're going to get 100% of your downline's first purchase. Right now, they don't have downlines. So like, who's getting the 100% of their purchases? Is that like Red, Marty, and all the top LCs? Because they're told that they're all on the same level with everyone else that's already in this thing as O-founders now, right? So everything's very strange. All founders are under Ash, while some founders are under each other. But that shouldn't even be a thing right now. Because they haven't allocated traffic to anyone. Right? And you can't sign up anyone right now. So we don't even know if those people are going to stay there. So that's what I mean. There hasn't been a way that really connects people. They had the affiliate link going for a little while. But then based on how it was explained, the traffic would be evenly distributed in order of when people signed up, right? Then that means that having your affiliate link doesn't mean shit. Okay? And that just means that if someone buys something using it, then you make a commission off that. Possibly. But when it comes to downlines, that like messes everything up. Technically, no one has a downline right now. There's a bunch of people apparently sitting in a dark basement somewhere that they're going to let out and slowly distribute, like I said, in order. So if it's in order and it hasn't happened yet, it's like, okay, so then people that think they have people under them, right? All of a sudden, those people are just going to be shifted off to another upline. Right? Because remember, spillover's bad. They don't like that here. Because I was like, it would make sense if you signed up people and then they were put under you. And then the extra people, maybe, that instead of joining underneath someone with a link, an affiliate link or a downline, they just went to the website and joined, right? Those people get distributed in order, maybe. Now, that would make some sense to me. But that's not how it was explained. So I've always been confused on this. I feel like I never get any closer to an answer. We never know. It's never explained to us properly because it just all loops around like a catch-22 just over and over again. You know? It's a perfect method for Ash to skim all the referrals. See, technically with this one, he could, because he's the only upline right now. If they're all on the same level at the top of this pyramid as O-founders, apparently, right? According to them, nobody's underneath. It just stops. It's just a line right now. It's Ash at the top and then a line underneath him of all apparently 1 million O founders just in a straight line. They all bought O Connect. So based on the pyramid scheme model and how the commissions sort of explain, that means Ash gets their commissions, not them. They would have to wait for this traffic to get allocated, and then once those people bought it, then they would get the 100% commission, you know? So Onpassive is like a mystery religion, very much so. And they worship Ash like he is a god. This is why I said, like, he can do anything. He can come out here and not explain anything properly, be a complete idiot, and they'll just be like, oh my god, it was so amazing, that webinar he did, and eat it right up. And they'll be like, oh, it was so fabulous, he told us so much information. And I'm like, where? When? I watched it. I don't know. Like, what are you talking about, you know? Once they let out all the Albots from the Burge, everyone will get their allocated traffic, right? They just have them kept in the Burge basement. There we go. We figured it out.
For some good news as far as things getting going again. I know as far as a company is concerned, they are extremely keen to start again once we get everything in place. Why? Because they
won't make any money unless they do.
Really are just hemorrhaging money at the moment. To be able to continue with the high
and all that extra money, by the way, you know how they only get 25% commission on a sale after the first one? All right, well, that other 75% there that's left, it's supposed to go into a pot. All right, Ash claims he's not taking a percentage or any of this money. It's just going to all get collected, and then that's the money that he's just going to hand out to everyone to save humanity with. And that's where I guess he plans on getting this these billions of dollars that he says it would cost to stop homelessness, you know? I literally had a dream about the Burge. Oh no, Jelly, maybe you need to like take a break for a day from Onpassive. The mega pool of money, yeah. Ash is talking about that again. It kind of comes and goes, right? But if you're wondering, it's not him or Onpassive that gets that money, he says. He says. This is his words. It's literally going to go into like basically a pot, and then that's how everyone's going to get rich. Is also from that. He's going to share the wealth, he says. And he does these little speeches where he says, oh, I don't need any money. And I'm like, no, you've already pocketed $108 million. I guess you're good for a bit, huh, bud?
Hiring of staff, which we saw on GOOO AFRICAAA. Many new faces were brought onto the panel, weren't they? Of new individuals that have
yeah, so we allegedly met their whole tech team.
Joined the team, especially from the African
it was very bizarre. All of them were in the fucking Onpassive for less than 6 months. There wasn't a person there that was in Onpassive for over 6 months. And I was like, oh yeah? Your tech team that you've only had for not even 6 months then?
Continent. And it was also interesting as well, wasn't it, to see the amount that are working over in Dubai. I think this is going to be more and more. I think they are certainly expanding the offices over in Dubai for Onpassive, and I think this is going to happen a lot more. But all these people need to be paid, and if they have no money coming in, that means that whatever pot of money they
like expanding the Burj Khalifa. What do you mean?
They have had in the past gets dwindled pretty quickly. Anybody who has any savings and will know that as soon as you stop working and you are continually dipping into those savings to just exist.
You don't need to even have savings to understand how math and money work. I think we know that if you don't continuously add to your savings when you're dipping into it, it dwindles down. Thank you, Red, for this amazing life lesson on money.
And pay the bills. It goes pretty fast, doesn't it? So, like I said, the company are very, very keen indeed to get going. But there is a but, and that but is it has to be right.
Oh my God, don't show us your butt. Is he trying to make them feel sorry for Ash because he has not figured out how to bring in payments? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, technically, so is Ash. Ash wants everyone to, pity him or something. It's very bizarre. And he says that it's all part of people trying to stop him from saving humanity and from having the best technology on the market. Allegedly, there's some people that are trying to stop him from doing that. That's also why the SEC is after him. He has done nothing wrong. He's absolutely perfect in every way, shape, or form. And he's run this thing magnificent. Magnificent. Just perfect, okay? It's not him, of course. It's everybody else. That's the problem. The merchants were criminals. All right. The SEC and a bunch of people in corporate America got together with Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. A bunch of them got together. They were like, we cannot let this man release this technology and save humanity. It would be awful. They were like, we got to stop him. Then they got together with, the Bank of India, and they were all like, let's get him. And so that's why. That's why, and it's very upsetting that all these people want to stop Ash Mufareh from saving humanity and starting this business, It really is a tragedy. It's a very sad tale of a man that grew up with a dream, you see. He had a dream that he wanted to start a scam, and he's finally created the best scam ever. He's already pocketed $108 million. Now everyone wants to stop him. It's awful. How dare they? Why are they doing that? It's not good. They're often on the subject of how it's the company suffering. Yeah. Yep, the company doesn't need to make any money, though. All right, neither does Ash. It's just to save humanity. A courageous tale old as time. Right. Yes.
Things have to be working correctly before they start again, because the company cannot afford.
Okay, but remember when you guys said that O Connect also had to be perfect before you launched it out? And now it's been out for going on a year and it's still not perfect and you still haven't launched it out. Is it going to be like that?
For there to be any more hiccups moving forward. Everything, once we restart, has to work as it should work for it to be.
Louisiana says, since the age of 7 or so, he's been dreaming. Then Telex Free came along.
A company of confidence for the general public to have that affirmation of what they think Onpassive is by being able to be able to pay with whatever way that they want.
Chris says, can the company afford for it to be perfect? Of course, Chris. It doesn't need any money, remember? All right, it runs off of the love of its founders for Ash Mufareh. Or will just good enough help them bring in money? Which do you really want? It's a hard question, right? Because we can't win. We want the products to be decent, and we also want them to come soon so that people can make money. off of them, right? But we want them to be good enough to do that. And it's like, Ash kind of fucked up the chances of that happening by not doing anything until the last 6 months, really, on the products, right? So it's like, now at this stage, they can't afford for it to be perfect. So it will end up being just good enough, just like the O Connect was, right? And everything's going to come out and probably go through similar stages where you're in beta testing for 3 years of it. Like, why would we expect different, you know?
And obviously part of that payment process is for things.
See, and that's the thing, is that right now you can't even use all of O Tracker either. Right? Because O Tracker is all like, oh, we're going to cost money soon. But then it doesn't say how much it's going to cost. Nothing about it whatsoever. There's just a bunch of features that you can't use on it. You can get a free trial, just like with O Connect's free trials. Right? But there's like no info on it. And so it's just kind of like sitting there. It's useless. A useless product right now, for real.
Go both ways. Ash did mention about cryptocurrencies and countries that don't accept it. Vivine Benny, good days are ahead. Absolutely. Thank you for your super sticker, and I agree totally with you. Good things are ahead, guys. They always have been. This company has all.
Why would we believe him? You know, he always says that. Ash doesn't want to make the mistake of putting too much value into the product. Nothing can move forward until Ash finishes building a smoking wig for his former computer camp counselor, obviously. Right? Or teacher. Sometimes he calls him his teacher. I think he forgets his own lives. Hello, Mordecai. Forget the money. Where is the free download of O Academy? Yeah, that should be coming. Maybe O Tracker will be the start of Nirvana as soon as Obelisk comes online. Damn it, we're not getting to Nirvana in our lifetime then.
Always been built for the good and benefit of its affiliates and its users. There is no corporate self-service as far as this company is concerned. Everything they are doing.
What?
Irina Stek Sala as well.
See, now he's saying it. Oh, there's no self-service. But it's like, okay, the company has to make money to pay its employees. Like, is nobody wondering how Ash is paying his employees and this tech team that he allegedly has hired in the last 6 months? There's just all these people working in offices and they're like not getting paid either, you know? Like, no, they have to get paid. So the company has to make some money to at least like take care of things. And it's like Ash doesn't even understand that. So he thinks that he'll just put it all, he tells all these people, oh, yeah, it's just all going to go back to you. And here's Red now repeating this shit going, oh, the company doesn't need anything. Yeah, no, they're not doing this for themselves. It's not a self-serving thing. And it's like, okay, but it's not self-serving to ensure that you can pay your employees. I'm just saying. Like here, then you're breaking labor laws, dude. Not that Onpassive cares about that. They tell you to sign up your unborn children and your children to it to make them run a business. But I'm just saying, you know, to us ethical people, that's a problem. Catmo will do it. Well, it was all a bad dream from the beginning. If Ash did anything exactly like he said, what exactly would Red say? I know. Then I guess maybe we'd be more bored by him and his weekly reviews, right? Wes says, hey gang, thank you so much for the membership, Louisiana Swamp. P.S. With Onpassive, we are stuck in an Ash Mufara ruled samsara. I hope I said that right.
Well, thank you so much for your super sticker. Very, very kind of you. Like I said, this company has been developed, designed, and put here for the benefit of its users and affiliates. Is the company going to make money in its own right? Of course it is, but that
Okay, but see,
that is not the focus of what corporate Onpassive is trying to do here.
okay, but where are they making their money? How? If they're not making any money off of anyone's commissions here, right? All that, then where are they making the money from?
They are trying to make a difference to so many things, not only the corporate environment and world as far as how business is done online, but also to the
It's like Ash can't show up and be like, hi, new to the business area over here. I know none of you know me and I don't have any reputation or anything. But this is actually how you all need to conduct your business. And then have them listen to him either. Like, he doesn't have influence on anyone other than the people that are brainwashed by this Onpassive bullshit. He's just there for the super stickers at this point. Look at his dead, lifeless eyes, right? Users of what product at what time? You know?
users and affiliates within that business itself. They want to be able to have money going both ways. That is in and also going out. Why shouldn't a company be developed and designed so that the majority who...
Mark says, is Red still talking his usual nonsense? Of course he is. I hope you had a lovely day.
use it, win. Plain and simple. And
that's it, guys. That's it. Use it, win. That's it. Plain and simple. So see, now Sherry's gonna hear that and be like, see, we get paid to use the products, guys. We get paid to use them. See, he said it too, Red.
Reason is because the corporate are not greedy. They haven't got any interest to be the richest person or the richest company in the world for its shareholders, for the 2-3% who can buy their way to the top. They want...
This is just how they explain that they don't have any shareholders.
It to be a difference for all of us and for our communities, our families, and people around us. So, as Vivine...
See? Now they're repeating it. Remember I said Ash has been doing this speech? Where he's all like, oh, I don't need to make money, and the business doesn't need to make money. We're not here for the money. It's all for you guys. Yeah, now Red is just regurgitating this bullshit. This absolute bull-hooey. It's bull-hooey.
Benny did said, exciting times ahead indeed.
Oh, I'm so excited. Maybe they'll add another button, Red. Or wait, what if they put pink on the website? Oh my god.
Just guys, stick to the course and make sure that you are all engaged with what...
I don't know, because you don't want to miss anything. You know, you don't watch all their webinars or Red's updates for one day. You might miss everything, okay? You might miss Catmo and all of it. You don't want that. Ash can't give the money away, though. You know, yeah, I know. He's sitting in a lot of crypto that he could cash out and use to pay people, but he's not doing that. He's not in it for the money. Ash always makes them feel super guilty, and I don't understand it. It's complete gaslighting is what it is, right? It's like they have every right to be like, where's my money? What is going on with this thing? Hurry the hell up. Like, what are you doing? You know? And if they even ask or imply that they want to know that information, it's like, oh my God, you guys are just pushing him and trying to get him to work harder, this man that worked so hard for us. It's like, fuck off out here. And now with this whole thing, he's been getting like praise for doing his normal CEO duties a lot. And it really pisses me off. I can't stand it. Like when they're like, oh my God, Ash was in a meeting today. It was crazy. It's so crazy that our CEO has to go to meetings during the day. And I'm over here like, that's what they fucking do. Like, if he didn't want these responsibilities of being the chief executive officer and the owner of Onpassive, shouldn't have started it then. And I think that that is part of the problem. I think that this was very much a, oh shit, now I actually have to do something, right? But they should never feel guilty for anything. You know? It's weird. It's just manipulation. Yeah, you ask about money, right? You're over here asking them about money, and then they just go,
stop going there.
Right? Or,
she wants to be the first to make us look silly.
You know, because it's silly to ask about money right now. Don't you know it's coming? Everything is coming here. Everything is coming except for Red.
What is going on? I know that majority of the people on here are. We always put out information as soon as we get it. I know that Tanya Onpassive certainly does as well. She's very much on the ball as much as anybody else is. So kudos to you, Tanya, as well, for all you do. Anyway.
Oh, that Tanya, let me tell you. She's an interesting one. We've talked about her briefly in the past. Yep, that one. That Tanya.
Guys, that's it from me for today.
Oh my God.
Myself and Jane will be back around on Monday for Monday.
I don't like reacting to his Monday ones with Jane on there. But let me know if you guys want me in future, maybe next week, to react to some of his Monday ones with Jane. I feel like Jane kind of got dragged into this by him. And then she's kind of also a victim of this more so than he is. So I kind of don't want to do it. Like, I don't think it would be very fair to her.
Monday Fun Day. We are in the centre of Birmingham at the moment. And tomorrow we turn tail and start our journey back to our home moorings in Gloucester. But obviously,
he didn't take us to a fair. That was meh. You know, I think that he could do a lot of cooler tourism videos, just saying. This morning's Marty and Chris show was interesting. All right. Well, maybe we'll do that tomorrow.
We will keep you informed for as much as possible. I hope you enjoyed the little live tour yesterday of the Black Country Museum. I certainly really enjoyed.
There it is. That's what it was. The Black Country Museum.
Being there. It was a great experience, and I absolutely loved it as well. It was very, very, very good. Good to step back in time. It was. I hope it was a bit of a refresh.
Good to step off the boat and step away from Onpassive webinars for a day. Is it? He's very close to you. You need to find his boat. Maybe you can. Maybe you can. Don't go hurt him or anything, but it would be funny if you ran into him. Some guy asked an honest question on Chris's channel questioning where Onpassive was on the top 100 AI companies. He was soon canceled. Pretty sad, really. Yeah, especially because they keep saying that they are the top on the market. So, people might look that up and then not see him on there and be like, what the hell? Mordecai says, I wrote once to Red, if there is no update, no need for a video about it. Right? I don't get why he updates us on days where nothing happens. He'll be like, and then Tuesday, nothing happened Tuesday. And I'm like, okay, so then why are you even bringing up Tuesday? Just go on to Wednesday then. And why do you have to do it by the day? It's a little bizarre. I guess it's just Red being Red, though, He does. He lives on a boat. An actual boat. This is where he lives. They're traveling around. I don't know if he still has a house, too. I don't think so, but they've been on this thing for a good year at least now.
Refreshing change for you rather than seeing me inside the boat. But I hope you had a lovely time as I do. Anyway, guys, let's go and say a few hellos before we slide off. We'll start off with the tea clubbers in green. So that's Minnow Miller, lovely Fatima, and Nagaraka.
Those are the people that donate to him in green.
Gasaiva, I think. Dennis Eldridge, you are there as well. Michelle Champagne, thank you guys for being tea clubbers and your monthly support. We've also got Jarmo, you are there. Who else have we got?
Maybe it's popular in the UK. I don't know. I honestly think that it would be interesting if Red made content about how it's like living on the boat. Red also apparently used to be a chef. He should like cook on the boat and show us like how do you keep food on the boat? You know? How do you cook the food on the boat? Where do you sleep? What do you do with your days? How do you get the boat out? How do you dock it? Where are some of the cool places that you've docked? And then there's a bunch of stuff you could do with that. So much content you could make. You know, they have like RV life. I'm sure they also have boat life. You know what I mean? Like out here on YouTube, people recording like their life on a boat. That would be way more interesting than this Onpassive stuff. You know? I think more people would like it. I wonder, though, what will Open Al answer if we ask whether Onpassive is a scam? Most of the time, when I ask AI bots that I may or may not be having fun training all over the internet, if it's a scam, I ask them until it tells me that it's a scam. So I'm not a good person to ask. There are a lot of houseboats here in Seattle. Oh, yeah? I mean, hey, if the weather permits. I live over here in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. So, like, I couldn't do it. We would get snowed out. You know, there'd be ice. It would not work over here. But, I mean, I'm not upset that he lives on a boat. If you're going to do it and you want to make content, why are you not making content about that? You know what I mean? It's like just a missed opportunity on something that could actually be an interesting thing to watch. I would watch Red sharing his lifestyle of everything that him and Jane did, like on the boat and how they live on a boat. And he could make some funny videos like boat life versus land life, you know, and things like that. You could have tons of fun with that shit, you know? But no, instead we have him sitting here in front of the same area every day telling us the Onpassive weekly update and that the fucking website is purple and O-Connect got a new fucking button. Okay? That's what we get instead. Like, it's like, damn, man, why? Mark says, Red reported me to legal with an exclamation mark at the end. I didn't say anything bad, just some basic questions. Yeah, he probably would rat you out to Ash. Boat life is there, but it's expensive. But he's doing it. He can make a show called Scammers on Boats. Boats on House. Boats and House. Van life is the vibe. Capsule living coming soon to USA. But see, they do have that. And I think that would be so interesting. People would actually like it. People would actually like it. We don't really need to watch the end of this. Since we're on the topic of content, you know, before I end this little stream, just don't mind me while I do a self plug. See, I can't even fucking say it. How the fuck am I supposed to do these? Can't even say the word, damn it. But starting in hopefully mid-June, that's what I'm going for. I plan on having a new series here on the channel. I know, I've done series before, and I tend to keep up with them for 3 or 4 months, and then they drop off. But no. This one is going to be different. I really, really like this idea. So what I thought we would do is we would do a new series that I am going to call Swindler. And what we're going to do is we're going to discuss all of the histories biggest scammers. Like, for example, I thought that we would start off by covering Charles Ponzi, who is, of course, the reason why Ponzi schemes are called Ponzi schemes. And that happened back in 1920. And I thought that it would just be very interesting, and it would be kind of like a way for us to kind of go through the history of scams, the history of scammers. Maybe then we could get a better understanding. My channel, I like to make it all about trying to understand the psyche of cult leaders and scammers and why they are the way they are and they do the things that they do and why people fall for them and how you can stop yourself from falling for them. And I feel like the one thing that's really missing from my channel is some really good past history. You know, I know I've done like the history of MLMs, and I've done like some like older kind of like MLM scam type things, but I thought it would be good for us to actually do that. So I am officially announcing that in mid-June, and yes, you can yell at me, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be good because I'm already like done the first one. So we're going to be good. But mid-June, so after my birthday, which is June 13th, in case you're wondering, it'll be after that, probably, you know, like the next week. I am going to be starting my new series called Swindler. You had to have known that I already had the intro done for it if I was going to announce it. That's usually how I announce my new stuff. Anyway, I think that it will be very, very interesting. It'll be really fun. And it will be a little bit different than, you know, just me covering MLMs or cults or things like Onpassive. You know, I think it will be really cool for us to kind of go all the way back in time. You know, start in the 1920s and then kind of work our way up to today, where we will be going through, you know, like all of history's largest scammers. And I just thought it would be a good thing. So that's what we're going to be doing. I thought it would be cool if we had a summer start to it, because it's been a little while since I've really done like an actual like series on my channel. You know, I've done a few like shorter series things, but it's been a while. And that's where my heart is right now. That's what I'm having the most fun kind of researching and looking up in this moment. So I was like, let's do it. It will be fun. The guy who sold the Eiffel Tower for scrap multiple times, I'll keep it in mind. The truth is unknowable, but we can try. We can. I hope that you guys do like it. I like the intro. I think it's neat. I might make it fancier. I don't know. I don't know. That we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You're in, Violet. Good. As long as Violet's in, we're all good then. So that's all I have for you guys today. That was Brad's little update. I don't like to, like I said, really react to his Monday Fun Days, because he does those ones with Jane, and even when I've watched those ones, because I do watch them sometimes, not every single fucking one, okay, but, you know, I watch them, it always feels like Red's, like, leading the way, and Jane's just kind of, like, there for the ride, you know, and I feel like she would be considered someone that is more of a victim of this thing, and I like to kind of poke fun at people and that kind of thing, so I would rather not poke fun at Jane. Not yet, anyway. I mean, if she starts acting like a bitch or something, or coming out here and, like, really starts promoting it with Red all the time and stuff. But a lot of the times while he's doing the update videos, she's just in the background, like, minding her business. And I don't know, the Monday Fun Day thing, it doesn't always have to do with Onpassive necessarily. And it's not as important to me to cover as his other little updates. So I hope you guys understand why I'm not like, covering his Monday Fun Day from today. But that's all I got for you guys. Those were 2 of his latest updates, other than the Monday Fun Day, like I said. And so yeah, that's what Red's been up to. I guess we're going to possibly react to Marty and Chris's live from today, but we'll be doing that tomorrow. So I hope to see you all then. Look for that stream up on the community tab. Like I say, happy MLM Monday. Make sure that you go and you watch all of the other anti-MLM creators, especially the recovering Hunbot. Please go and check her out. She's my sister that also covers Onpassive quite regularly. And like I said, we'll just have to kind of see where Onpassive is.
Of what Onpassive is, remains to be seen.
It remains to be seen. But whatever happens with it, we'll be here. I'll be here covering it. Make sure you like this on your way out. Please do subscribe if you want future content on Onpassive. I'm your girl. And no matter where you are, what you're doing, I hope that you all have a fabulous rest of your MLM Monday. I love all of you. Thanks for sticking it out with me. And like always, we're in it to win it. Bye!
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's the call. Hey.
And I'm your friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. And it breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or spying, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was 3 minute Ash. And another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them all morning long. It's not the answer you want, but
Yeah.
call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune into crazy men talking about their experiences.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Have a good rest of your day.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
And I'm your friend.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own YouTube channel. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend.
Ashton Potter.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's down there.
My name is Ashton Potter, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Gaia.